we have created method inside parent class. So now we should call it. So what we'll do is we directly use super dot show. So this is to call parent class method. As I said, super is used to access parent class variables method. So this is to access parent class method. So coming to variables and methods, we directly use super dot super dot. Both will be working. So now we'll save this and run this. We can see like we are calling here child.print. So this call will go here, and in child.print we can see the print super dot name is printed, and println a, the value of a is printed, and then super dot show, which is going to parent, and here parent class method also printed. So now we have successfully accessed the method and variable using super. So till now, any doubt?
Alright.
I didn't get it. Like yes, no. There is doubt or no? No. Okay, that's fine. And now we'll be moving to parent class constructor. We'll create a constructor. So can anyone let me know how to create a constructor? Anyone know or should I tell? Like how the constructor will be for animal class?
And class name and constructor name also same.
Yeah, and it should not have any return type also. Like
Yes,
constructor
ma'am.
also similar to method, but here special thing is we should not give any return type to constructor. These are the rules in Java.
Yes, ma'am.
So in creating constructor animal,
Constructor returns its class type, right?
a constructor don't return anything. That don't have any return type also.
Okay.
Yeah, and we are printing here parent class constructor. Parent class constructor done. So in child, what we'll do is so to call like to call parent class constructor, the special procedure we should follow is, and this is mainly important. So listen carefully. So we should call parent class constructor from child class constructor only. So we should create constructor for child, and then here if we are printing anything, we are doing anything else like something we wanted to do, we will do. But to call the parent class constructor, the first statement should be super. So it is the first statement, just remember it carefully. If we use first statement as super, that time only the parent class constructor will be called. So this is rule in Java. So we should use super first, then whatever the things we wanted, like child class constructor, anything we can write. So now I will execute the code. So here we can also see one thing, to print these things we have called child.prints. So here it is case different, like we have created constructor to child. So there is no need to call externally the child class constructor. Like when we have created object, it will automatically call this constructor, and it will automatically call super. So it will go here, and then this line will be printed. So I will show the example, then we'll discuss it. So we can see here in the main, we just created the object and we just call the print. But coming to output, we are getting the constructor result first, then the print. So how it is happening is when we create object to the child, it will go to child class constructor first. So coming to child class constructor, we have super first. So super means it will go to parent class. So directly it will go to animal, and it will print parent class constructor. Then it will come to the second line. So that is child class constructor. Then it will go to child dot print. So this again the previous output. That's why we are getting all this. Hope everyone got it. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, everything clear. So now we are moving to final keyword. So about final, we have discussed already so many things, like when we are discussing about interfaces, I have covered, but now I will give special examples for final only. That's why I have added this thing. So from theory, we can see that final keyword in Java used to restrict the user. So when we are using final keyword with anything, some variable or method or class, we cannot change the implementation which is already given. So like like in some programs, we can change values, like sometimes we assign a to 0 and sometimes we assign a to 1, a to 3. Like a is a variable, so we can change the value, but when we are using final keyword with a variable or method, we cannot change it. So final we can use with variable, method, and class also. These are the three things we can use with final. And the special examples are like when we are using final with variable, we cannot change the value of final variable. That is one of the like application, like how final works. And when we are using final with method, we cannot override it. I hope everyone know method overriding, like we have covered the topic in polymorphism. So when we are using final with a method, we cannot override it. And when we are using final with class, we cannot extend it. Extend means coming to Eclipse, we are extending from parent node, like here. So if we use final with animal, we cannot extend using child. So this means that like whenever we are using final with a class, we cannot extend it. So the example I will show in this only. So for now, I'm just using final with animal to show all of you. And we can see after I added final here, we are getting error here. The error we can see, the type channel cannot subclass the final and final class animal. So we cannot extend the final class. Can you see everyone like this error?
Yes, ma'am. I'm also facing this problem in my compiler.
Yeah. So when we are like having a final class, we should not extend it. So this is one of the example. And one more thing, I will save it and I will create final method here, so that we'll get. So, should I do in this only final? Is that okay? Or should I create one more class? Like, is it understandable if I give examples in this only?
Ma'am, I'm not understand what you are saying right now.
Please give
Yeah.
an
So
example, ma'am.
yeah, I'm giving example for final. So that what I'm asking is, this is for like super keyword now. So if I do the same like final in the same file, is it okay, or should I create another class? Okay, I will create another class only, so that will be easy.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm creating class name also like final, so that it will be easy for you all. Like whenever I'm sending the files on WhatsApp group, I'm only sending classes. I hope you are opening all those. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's okay. So for now, I'm creating final class shape. So we are doing something void print. Example final class. So this is final class. Now we'll try to extend the final class, that is child extends shape. So we can see the error, that is the type child cannot subclass the final class shape. So we'll get here. So I wanted to show this error only, that's why I have used that. So we should not extend final classes. This is one of the point we should remember every time when we are working with Java projects or programs. So hope this is understandable, and I'm removing this final for further example. And now we'll create final method. So now the class is not final. That's why we are able to extend the class. So now what we'll try to do is override the final method. So overriding means we will have same method name, same parameters like if any are there, and we'll give the implementation. So here we'll see cannot override the final method. So that is also error. So if we are using final, we cannot override. And that's this is understandable, right? We can see these errors like this only, like there is nothing to do with this error types. We cannot print that things. You are getting right with examples only, like live example only I can show with error like this. And one more thing we will do with variables. So I'm creating a variable here, int a is equals to 20, and I'm making it final. So it is final now. So inside print, if I try to make a is equals to 30, we can see the error, that is remove final modifier of a, because a is final, so that we cannot change the value of a. If I print a also, so now I will execute this. So now we can see that we have a class shape and we have created a variable a which is final, that's value is 20. So if we try to print value of a, now it is easy for us to print the value of a. We can see example of final class and value is 20. So as it is final, if I try to change the value, we can see we will get the error. Red mark below a. We can see now. You can see now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this is because a is final, so we cannot change the value of a. So now we cannot execute also. It is error. That's what I wanted to show you, like final field cannot be assigned again. So this is the error, and if we remove final, then we can. So now we can see there is no error, and if we run also, we can see the value of a as 30. So now we are able to, because it is not final now. And for method also, you can just keep final in front of void and see. And for class also, final in front of class, just like I did before. We can see that example and the error also. So with this, final is completed. So if anyone have doubt, I will explain again if you have. So can anyone let me know? Is it clear? You should respond, guys. Like how could I
Yes,
know
ma'am. Clear.
is it okay or
Yes, ma'am,
not?
it's clear.
Yeah, clear. And one more thing we are able to discuss is like instance of keyword in Java. So instance of keyword is used to test, like if we have the object, so we can check is this object is the object of particular class or not. Like coming to example, I can just simply say we have yes here. So we can also check if we are directly seeing here shape yes, that's why we can say it is object of shape. So if you are unable to see the background thing and we only have yes, that time how can we know yes is object of shape? So that time we can use instance of operator to know whether S is object of shape or not. So that is the case we can use instance of. And instance of in Java is also known as a type comparison operator. Like type comparison is like means it compares objects. Like object of S will be compared with S. So both are equal. That time we can say S is object of shape. And it is also returns only boolean value, that is true or false. And I will show example so that I'll get more. And I'm creating new class instance. So I'm taking a class example and I'm just taking simple method print example of instance of Java. So our aim is to use instance of operator now. So for that I'm creating object to example here. So example e equals to new example, and how we'll check, we'll use instance of. So we can use if or else we can directly print also the result. So I'm using sysout. So what I'm printing here is we wanted to check the object. So the object e and then instance of you should remember like exactly the spelling. Instance of all are lowercase, and then we wanted to check to the like which class it is. So I'm checking to example. And for your understanding, I can do one more thing, that is instance of instant will take. So here Instance is another class, and E is not instance of instant of instance. Like E is not object of instance. So we can see incompatible conditional operand type. So it is not allowed. Like it is not related to instance. That's why the error is coming. I wanted to show the error, and I'm commenting it down. And now we'll execute. So we are expecting true because E is instance of example. So we can also see true. So instance of is used to check the object of a class, like is it object or not. So we have successfully done. And one more thing we can see is like if anything is assigned to null, like if it is null, object is null now. So if we check what it will be, like what it will output will be, can anyone guess? Like here we have assigned E to null, and if we check E instance of example, what is the output will be? Can anyone say before executing?
Uh,
Yeah, it is false because the object creation is not completed here. The assignment is not done with E. So E is null here, and if you check E is instance of example, the value will be false because E is not an instance of example here. So instance of will be used like this. And is this clear to everyone?
Yes, clear.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, with this we have completed 3 keywords today: super, final, and instancer. So all these are important only. So just try to go through all of these and try to practice an example also. And today will maximum I will come with encapsulation of packages in Java. Otherwise, we'll go to exception handling, which is most important in Java. So any one of the important concept will bring on Monday. So with this is completed. If anyone have any doubt, you can say.
Ma'am, where you have shared the notes of previous